Heyo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what the frig is going on? So, I've been doing a little bit of cleanup. Mind you, I kind of left my laundry out. I'm gonna just chuck that over there in the pile. But I cleaned up the area right here in my room. Before I had an old busted guitar and a bunch of shit in the way. Those are old Walmart bags. I gotta bring them out to the truck and put them into the bag repository in there, because whenever I do groceries or go to Walmart, I always bring in my own bag because they don't have them in there and they want like 35 cents for a reusable bag. So I just bring my own, whatever. I just put my shit right here for now. I do want to get, those are the live weapons, the live tomahawk, live bush knife, live little knife, live machete, and a live shoto katana. So I just put them there for now. I'm gonna build something or print something to hang them up on the wall, get them off the ground. I got about 10 minutes before work ends, and then what I'm thinking about doing is we're gonna head outside. Even though I just put the bed and all that stuff in the truck, it's gotta come out because I need to use the truck as a truck. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Home Depot. I'm gonna buy the stuff to make the bed tonight. Don't worry, I'm building the platform in this video. Today's Friday. I'm probably building it on Sunday, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a farm to see some mini cows, which that video probably already came out. I don't know how we're gonna upload this. If not, well then you guys got a spoiler alert. I'm going to see mini cows. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what sequence I'm uploading in, but yes, I do have a buffer of videos. As you probably noticed, I went up on the August long weekend to London, and hey, look what happened. The video came out on the 23rd of August, right? So there you go. But yeah, we're gonna go to Home Depot. There's a kit that's on sale right now that I kind of want to get. There's also a problem with this homemade camera mount. I built, I 3D printed, I showed you. It's similar to this one here, that this is a prototype for a hat mount, but it's similar to this, but on the bottom there was a hole to put a 1/4-inch nut in so that you can screw your camera to a tripod and then clip it in. Basically what I was gonna do with this is I wanted to find a way to mount it to a hat so it's like on your hat, so you can just clip your GoPro right to your hat. They sell those hats on Amazon for 20 bucks, and I was about to jump the gun and buy one until I read the reviews and was like, some people were saying the image wasn't accurate, that literally they could see hot glue holding the GoPro hot shoe mount, whatever you call these things, to the hat. Other people were saying it was great exactly as image, so it's like they got some quality control at wherever these hats are being built, probably China. To avoid the quality control issues, I'm just not gonna buy that and try and build my own, because then if the quality control sucks, that's on me. Only problem is I need to source out a hat. Now, Michael's used to sell ball caps and that for dirt cheap. However, I remembered Walmart also carried ball caps. My first camo hat that I was wearing back in the day during COVID, that's when I was also using this thing as my face mask. Bought that for $5 at Walmart. So I'm gonna have to go there and check and see if I can find the location where they sell that shit, because they moved everything in Walmart around, and they're still moving stuff around, and it's not making life any easier. But I do have to go to Walmart at some point tonight. I also want to install this in the truck where I had that other screw-on, now broken camera mount. Mainly so I'm filming all the time with GoPros. I thought about buying a vlogging camera, guys. I've been pondering about it. I've been looking at one by Canon. It's called the R50. It looks like a DSLR. It's smaller. It's half-size body. It's a mirrorless camera, not a DSLR, mirrorless. And it looks pretty good and all that, but then I was like, do I need it? Do I need it for what I do? I just bought this GoPro Hero 12. Like, you know, I got the GoPro Hero 12, got the GoPro Hero 9, got the GoPro Hero 8. Do I need another camera? Probably not. And not to mention, I also have Osmosis Jones over here, the old DJI Osmos that I bought off my buddy back in the day because he wanted a GoPro instead. He thought this would work great as a GoPro because of the gimbal, that he could basically install it on his bike or use it on a tripod and go snowboarding. But then when he realized it wasn't waterproof or water resistant, he realized pretty damn quick that one fall off the snowboard and the camera's game over. He was like, yeah, he told me, he's like, hey man, this camera fits more up your alley, do you want it? Because I think he said he paid like 300 bucks for it. He let me have it for 170 because he had it for 6 months already, and he just wanted some money to put towards his brand new GoPro Hero, I think 8 or 9 that he bought. Anyway, is it time to leave yet? Yes it is. Good enough, good stuff. Finally signed out of the job for the day, because let me tell you, today was a boring day. I only got to sign like 5 tasks and I already cleaned them, and I'm going into the weekend completely task free. Gotta love it. Meow face. Yeah, you're a meow face. Last night on my way back from martial arts, I went to the grocery store because they had a bunch of pepperoni sticks on sale. One thing I kind of like for a snack is pepperoni sticks, and they had these things on for $2.50, so I cleaned them out. And then I bought some friggin' bricks of summer sausage because sometimes like those were $3 a piece. I guess you can chop them up and use them for sandwiches or put them on pizza or whatever you want. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes I feel snackish and I want something salty, and potato chips should not be consumed because low density, high calorie foods. If you eat potato chips, you know, that's on you. You can do whatever the hell you want. You're a grown-up, or maybe not, I don't know. But to each their own, you know, you want to consume potato chips, drink liquor, partake in the cannabis. It's your body, do with it as you wish. For me, I prefer to not partake in those because I'm an easy gainer. I eat junk food like that, and let me tell you, the pounds find their way back. But anyway, I don't have a 2x6 in here, do I? Or is that a 2x6? That is a 2x6. I must have another one in there because this one has that stupid bike rack thing on the back. I'm wondering if I have a long enough 2x6 or just a 2x6 in general. Test this theory out. That'll work. That'll work. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, friggin' microwave, I'm telling you, it really wants to cook a pizza. Really wants to cook a pizza. Yeah, my truck doesn't have... Oh, unless that's them. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, my truck doesn't have like the 2023s because that's what he built his thing out of. There was pockets on the side here to put a 2x, like put a thing in. Those are the brackets for the connector, but he had pockets on the side where he just literally slid a plank across. So that's not gonna work. All right, let me get this shit out of here. All of this shit. Alrighty, still got the pillows in there, but whatever. Not too concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is, move you guys over here. Is this a 2x6 pocket? Oh, this board was almost long enough. If I put that in there, yeah, I can just do a 2x6. Just get some 2x6s. I can reuse this wood and reuse the other wood. It's only gonna raise the bed. You know what? That's my biggest concern. How tall is the bed is the platform gonna be? So when you're in there, you're pretty much even there. Yeah, this bed doesn't have those mounts, so I'm gonna have to build legs off the back to support the plywood up. And it's not gonna go edge to edge. It's only gonna be 4x8, but I'm gonna be cutting it. Now, what I'm wondering is go to Canadian Tire and buy another one of these cheap $20 carpets, throw over the plywood, wrap it around, staple it on, you know, make it look somewhat pretty. It would give an extra layer of insulation from the ground, because let me tell you, the one time back in the day in 2021 when I went and just pulled the truck in the backyard and camped out with Oreo, holy, it got so cold in there overnight, so it might be a good idea to do that. Anywho, this freaking microwave is just trying to make crap that it doesn't even have to. Okay, you're getting unplugged, bud. You're done. Can't deal with you right now. All right, I'm gonna close up the truck and then we're gonna take a rip over to Home Depot, get the plywood, get a 2x6, probably get an 8-footer because I think that's the shortest they come out. Find a 6-footer, that'd be all right. And then I can just reuse the rest of the wood I have laying around here to build what I need to build. And if I need more on Saturday or Sunday, whenever the hell I get around to doing this, then so be it. We'll deal with that then. I also need to get some super glue. All right, let's pitter patter and have at her and go to Home Repo and see if we can get some shistas. Get some shite. Oh, she's a sauna in here. Ooh. Oh yeah, I need to rip that off. Not sure how hard that's gonna be because she's on there good. Do I have a knife on me? Oh yeah, that left a nice mess. Yeah, this thing broke. I lost the dial up there. The screw came out of the bottom. Like, hey, whatever. Buying stuff cheap with the name of some company that doesn't exist. To peel this off, I don't have any goo gone, so it's like nothing was ever there. However, something is going there. It's going to be sitting you guys on it. There, now I can just take you guys off of the tripod, stab you guys on here, like so. There, beauty. And we are ready to run off to Home Depot. Let's pitter patter. Alrighty guys, I'm down here at Home Depot. I'm gonna go inside and grab the shit. Not gonna bring you guys with me. Gonna let the camera cool down because holy crap, she's a little toasty. I don't know why, but probably because it's sunny out, 30 degrees. I'll be back. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You're in the back of the truck. We got supplies to take into the garage. And I think at the beginning of the vlog I was talking about a tool pack that I really wanted from Ryobi, and it was on sale. The sale ends soon, so I felt the need to get it. Alright, garage door is open. This garage is starting to get pretty packed with shit. Gonna have to do some, well, a lot of this is going back in the truck once the build is done, but let's start carrying things in. The supplies weren't too bad. Sheet of plywood, the smallest size they had was 2x6x10. Probably could have went with a 2x8, probably would have fit in there perfectly, but I figured 2x6 is fine. And check this out, get yourself a jigsaw and a skill saw, circular saw. So that's perfect. I have a circular saw. I also have this chop saw, which is hard to cut lines on a piece of plywood with. I have a circular saw. It's either down there or in here somewhere, but you gotta plug it in, and I've been sick of that. I saw this deal. It was a special buy for $129. You get both tools. Circular saw alone is 80 bucks, and the jigsaw is 60, so that's $140. You get it for a bill 30, and they run on the Ryobi 18-volt system, so that's pretty good. Somehow my spot over here is once again full of shit, so I'm gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna go ahead and crack into those tools, ram a battery into them, make sure they work. You know the routine when Skivens goes and buys tools. So let me clean that up and I'll be right with you. Alright guys, I already unboxed the tools and I got a little nervous. I was like, oh, you gotta buy your own blades for these? Like, they don't even come with a blade, but I can show you now that they do work. So that's cool. But yeah, how the hell am I going to cut something with this if I don't have a freaking blade, right? So I dug deeper in the box and I got relieved because I found the blade for it. Phew. How do I install this? I have no freaking idea. But how hard can it be? Take the battery off. Let me mess with this and I'll be with you in a minute. Alrighty guys, just had a big brain moment. I discovered that you can adjust your depth on this one. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sure you can on all of them. You can adjust your angle of your cut on the front. And there's a button right here that if you press it, locks this thing in place. However, turn that. I don't know if you need a special tool. I definitely can't turn it with my hands. I need an Allen key. So while I'm over at the toolbox looking for an Allen key, guess what? It comes with one. You guys probably already spotted that. I just spotted that. So basically, not sure how you're supposed to hold this, but just boom, locks it in place and then loosen it off, I guess. Down there, and I'm guessing this just gets sandwiched in there. This blade just gets sandwiched in there, and that's all she wrote. I'm sitting there and it's reverse thread. Lefty tighty, righty roosy. Righty roosy? Holy, go to bed. I'm assuming now if I jam a battery in this thing, don't aim it at my tits, we should see some spinning blade action. Yup, this is gonna work nice for cutting up that board. So once again, I cleaned off my area and now it's not clean anymore, but that's okay because I need to print the circular saw mount, which I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it, but this saw here is gonna go skabadoosh. But I'm wondering. Sweet, I might just leave that on there. Then print another one for the flashlight. Maybe the circular saw. There's a special mount for the circular saw. It's not one of these. I'm probably just going to put that right there. The Ryobi wall will have grown. I'll have to get another one for the old flashlight here. This flashlight's kind of potato. Like, it's okay in a pinch, but it's nothing to write home about. So yeah. Anyway, this video is going to be long. I'm going to have to put indexes in it. So if people want to see the build, they can just jump to the build. Or if people want to see the whole thing, they can just sit back, relax, get a Coke or a Monster, and watch the whole freaking build. But for today, I'm probably not going to be doing any building. I just wanted to go and get the stuff, and now I got it. So So basically my idea is this. We're going to rip this down to be the length of the mattress, and the only part elevated will be the mattress, because I'm going to have some floor space behind near the tailgate. So if I want to sit on the end of the bed with my feet down, I can. It'll give me enough room for, like, say, like a little table or something. So if it's raining outside and I'm stuck inside the truck, I can go ahead and hang out in there. Now I do have a tarp to bring with me and some extendable poles that go into the grommets that create kind of like a canopy off the back of the truck when the topper door is open. So that's a thing. Also, what's nice about this platform is going to give me room underneath to put things like my camping chair, all my cooking setup, because I have back here somewhere, I have a dual burner propane stove that runs off of these kinds of containers here, these kinds of propanes. One of those propane heaters for the winter. I don't plan on doing winter camp. I also have this really comfortable chair too that I could bring, but I had a cooker back there and I can't remember. Must be behind that solar panel. It also gives me room underneath the bed to put the solar panels too. And I have another cooker in here right there. It runs on isobutane. Not bad, but it only has a 45-minute run time, so kind of annoying, and it smells fun. But yeah, so we'll come back out here and we'll carry on with the build either tomorrow or Sunday. Look at me making a video instead of doing it in one day, making it two. Like I'm running a production company over here. Just kidding. Oh, hey guys, how the frig's it going? Been doing some 3D printing today because I'd love it. I'm honestly considering, instead of getting another vlogging camera, buying a better 3D printer like a Prusa or a Bamboo Labs. But this clip I made, remember on yesterday's video where it basically, the bolt fell out? Well, I came up with a solution. Is I printed an underside to it, two-part epoxy, stuck it together so there's a hole with a bolt in the middle, and this screws onto the camera. I shouldn't have another freaking failure like that again. I'm gonna put this back on the mount and get you guys on the monopod. As you can see, it screws on tight, looks great, and all I gotta do is clip you guys on, and you're back on the monopod. Yay! Now I actually have some distance. Now I just gotta find the cable for the battery pack, and then plug in the camera, and now we have 10,000 milliamp hours plus the 1700 in the battery. Now Dad tasked me with a job to do with the 3D printer. He had this leg here, and as you've seen, it cracked. This is off of his couch, and I don't know why they designed it like this, with this hollow, like they got a solid center and then a hollow lip and then a plastic little lip on it. I don't know why they built it like that. So he said, Adam, can you maybe print me off something like this to fix the couch leg? I came up with this. So it's solid on the bottom, and then you got your hole. The bolt that goes into the couch goes in here, and this part here sits on the ground like so. This flat part sits against the couch. We're gonna head over there because I gotta do some other stuff too with them. Mom's got one of those online doctor appointments, and she doesn't know if she has the technology to do it. Like Dad has his laptop, and I don't know what system they're using. If they're using Zoom, if they're using Teams, if they're using some third-party bullshit app the medical hospital has, I don't know. Saves them a trip to Sudbury. They can just do it online, don't need to burn the gas and get a hotel room. So, you know, this is cheaper. Also, I guess COVID's ramping up. Apparently, that's still a thing. Who knew? So I'm gonna head over there now, and we're going to check to see if this couch leg fits, and we're gonna go ahead and fix that shit for Mom. Let's go. So I just get here and Dad's already bringing me into the shed. How much you want to bet he has shit to give me? How much you want to bet? He's liquidating, right? All right, what do you want to offer me now?
I want to clean your arsehole.
What the frig is this? Is that a snake?
No, it's a snake for a toilet.
Oh, I could probably use that after Taco Tuesday.
Used. It's never been used.
Never been used, just covered in poop naturally. Cool.
You want this?
I'm just gonna sit the butt snake there. Do I want what?
Case.
What the heck do you, what is that for?
At work, we used to buy some stuff. Used to come into this, but you need to, if you want me to do it, I can do it. I take this part is off. I'll just use a Dremel.
Oh, I got a Dremel.
To cut the hair. Well, I got lots of time, you don't. All this comes off. Throw that out, then you can put some tools in there if you're interested.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll take that. Do you want to keep it to mess around with, or what's up?
Well, I was going to do that, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll leave that with Dad. What else you got? They're liquidating, right? Get rid of their shit now.
No,
I'm gonna bring the snake. I'll put that in the garage, and if I ever plug my toilet with a Taco Bell poop, I can clean it. With what? With what? What is? Oh, your generator. Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Oh, you got a little squirrel cage down there.
Yeah, I bought that.
Squirrel trap. Sucks when skunks get stuck in those.
Skunk won't go in that one.
They're hungry enough, unfortunately.
But
What
thing
the
is,
heck are you?
with the black one?
No, what the heck is this stupid football thing on a stick? What
To
is?
pick up nuts.
Oh, does it work?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know they made a nut collector. I thought you had to pay 50
want
bucks
that
at the
black
roadside
thing?
for that. What black thing? What is that?
Magnifying glass.
No, I don't. I can still see.
Do you want that vice?
What vice? Probably. I don't know where I can put it, but why do you got coffee in here?
Coffee is the best thing for ants.
Oh, okay. It also works if you throw it on a campfire. It makes the mosquitoes go away. My buddy taught me that.
Oh yeah.
Silicone waterproofing. What were you silicone waterproofing? Your tarp for your old thing?
The
old gazebo?
gazebo, yeah.
Uh-huh. Look at me just like snooping on your stuff. All right. Let's go see if these couch legs fit.
You want to do some...
Alrighty guys, I am back home, and even though it looks nice out, these clouds look pretty ominous. I'm gonna save the construction for next week. I was chatting to Dad about it, and obviously it's gonna be a little continuity issue in the videos because this video is coming out way before the build. But I got the plywood here, and I got the bed behind it. The truck's empty right now. I'll show you that after. Basically, I gotta cut this plywood. It's 3/4 inch. It's actually a good price. And I got a 2x10 down there. So what I need to do is this bed is the exact width of this plywood. Obviously not the length. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna mark or measure out and then mark the width of the bed. Get it up on my sawhorses, which I think are over there. So yeah, I can see them. I can't show you what I wanted to show you because I can't get to it with all this wood in the way. But way back in there, there's a robot. I'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, I went to Home Depot on Friday. It's Sunday now. I bought this stuff here, started filming that stuff and junk, and I got all the bedding in here for, hopefully the mice aren't attacking it. But if they are, we'll deal with that. So we'll get this platform cut and installed, but I was chatting with Dad about it and my dilemmas. And he mentioned something good. He said, check your garage in case you have one. I don't see one up top anywhere. He said, get yourself a 4x4 and use those for corner posts. Because obviously what I'm going to do is use the 2x6 in the center on the wheel well. There's a cutout on the wheel well to put a board there so you can stack stuff on top of it, whatever. Now in the 2023 trucks, there's inserts in the box in the front and back where you can put another 2x6 across to basically create supporting frame rails. 2017 doesn't have that, so that idea is out. I already checked that, and you'll see that on the video as well. I'm literally just continuitying the shit out of my own video. This is awesome. This is what happens when you film something and then you take time to film it and try and produce a production. But anyway, I got this toy back when I was like 7 years old, the mobile remote controlled robot from Radio Shack. And it's sitting back here and I can't get to it right now, but Dad found the manual for it. Wasn't much to this thing. Just throw a bunch of batteries in it, press some buttons, it moves around, it has a claw, you can pick things up. Turns out it didn't have the potential to pick up a bottle of beer because I tried that. And I remember I broke one of Dad's beers and he was pissed. So, you live and learn. And yeah, the Ryobi wall is getting pretty packed, boys. So yeah, I don't really feel like new construction today. Mainly because I do think I need to go to Home Depot and buy a 4x4. Don't need a long one. I could even go with a 4-footer. I'm gonna go price those out on the internet because that sounds like a plan. And then tomorrow's Monday. I work, but I am home. I don't have martial arts tomorrow, so I might start construction tomorrow night. Go hit up Home Depot, or yeah, Home Depot. I'm gonna go see what the price is of that. I bought some shit from Dollarama, energy drinks and USB lighting for that truck camping that I can plug right into the battery pack and all that. They got these wire strips, self-adhesive, but it's not 3M, it's like 2M or 1M, so it doesn't hold. So you got to kind of figure it out on your own. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and look that up, the price for a 4x4, and then we'll figure out what we need and go from there. Okay, so after doing some brainstorming, I've come to a conclusion that I need my wallet. We're gonna go back to Home Depot. The reason why I say we're going back to Home Depot is originally I was gonna make the video you're watching now part of the build, but then I realized a lot of people just want to watch the build. They don't care about the material gathering stuff and all the other junk that comes with these truck camping builds. Now, I mentioned I talked to Dad. By the way, my couch feet there, the 3D printed, worked like a charm. Did I take my keys out down here? They're upstairs in my room. Lovely. Anyway, The couch legs worked perfectly, direct match. Originally what Dad did was he drilled holes through wooden dowels and just used that for his legs. It worked, but one of them apparently exploded. I don't know how, but you know how wooden dowels are. They're pretty strong until you rip a hole through them and apply pressure unevenly, and then the fibers spread and then it's game over. So he needed these legs as soon as possible. But yeah, after talking to Dad about my dilemma with building the platform, he was the one who was like, why don't you do your cross member like you're planning on it and then do 4x4 legs on the front and back? And honestly, that's a damn good idea. Only problem is the shortest 4x4 I can buy from Home Depot is 8 feet. I only need to maybe go up a foot, because by the time I'll have to measure it, but by the time I have that sitting, the bar sitting on there, I won't have room for anything else. Like I won't have that much space between the floor and the platform. So we're gonna go over to Home Depot right now. It's starting to rain again. I knew that was gonna happen. But when I say I found a solution to my continuity issue, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna try and drive and talk this one out. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but let's give her a go. All right, let's see if we can do the driving, talking, and if the audio actually works. Basically what I was thinking was, nobody really wants, like when you make these construction videos, and after watching a bunch of videos online of people doing exactly what I'm doing right now, a lot of people, like, I don't know if regular YouTube does this, but YouTube Premium, when you go to scroll in a video, it shows you the watch time and the areas that were the most watched. And a lot of times people will skip right to the build section, so nobody cares to watch the supply picking up stuff. So you're probably saying, Adam, well, then why are you filming it? Well, it's because I'm an idiot. I'm just trying to make content, and I figured going to get supplies for the truck build would be a good idea. Now I planned on mashing all this together into the build video and all that, but then I got thinking, that's not a good idea. Instead, what we're gonna do is, to avoid continuity issues, because we're having continuity issues, because this here video was scheduled to come out after the build, and I don't want that to happen. I figured I'm just gonna mesh this into Friday's video and just make one great big supply run, and then the next video will be me putting together the platform, installing it, and then tweaking with it as needed. I think that's probably the best idea going forward on what to do. So I was wondering why I wasn't getting cold air from the AC, but it turns out I had my vents closed. Today the weather's kind of crap. We're getting that tail end of that hurricane that went through the eastern board. So it's like it's sunny at one point and then it starts raining, and then it's sunny again, then it starts raining. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I don't feel like dealing with this today. Tomorrow I work 8 to 4 and then I'm home. I might start work on it tomorrow night. It doesn't have to be a one-day build, but it might be a one-day build. We're gonna have to get the sawhorses out and cut the board the way I need it and all that. I still have to go to Canadian Tire or Walmart, one of those two superstores, to buy the Tupperware containers if I don't already have them at home. I think I have one at home that I can use, because all my cooking stuff is gonna go into one. My fishing rods are gonna go underneath the bed. Now, this platform won't go edge to edge on the back of the truck. There's going to be a gap of about maybe 3/4 of a foot on either side, and I kind of want that. The reason being is for routing. Like if I want to route wires underneath, I don't want to have to take the bed out to route the wires, and then because I'm going to have different things powering off of that the battery pack. I do have a light upstairs that I bought off of Temu a long time ago on a truck camping Temu thing, where I got some like pots and pans and some fishing gear and a bunch of other junk. But the light itself actually came with clutch in the house the other, I want to say 3-4 weeks ago. It was about 9 o'clock at night and the power failed, and I had the light sitting on my wall because it has magnets. I turned it on and it illuminated my entire computer room. And then I needed to go have a shower before bed, so I just brought it into the bathroom, sat it on the back of the toilet, had a shower, and it worked fine. It illuminated the whole house. It's USB rechargeable, and like it illuminated the whole bathroom, not the house. So it does its job. It'll be fine for truck camping. Like I said, USB rechargeable, so that's dope. You know, it starts to lose power, I just pull it down from the magnet, and then plug it into the inverter and let it charge up, and then I'm good to go. But at night, I probably won't. It's gonna be one of those where if I'm not sitting by the campfire, if we're allowed to have campfires, then I'll probably just go to bed and wait until the AM when it's nice out and it's daytime to resume activities. Now, depending on where I camp, that'll be another story. I got a friend I want to talk to because she goes to this place down on Highway 63 that looks pretty dope. Nice lake and all that. Be good for fishing and other activities, and it might be kind of fun to do a test camp down there. Looks pretty secluded, pretty quiet. I believe it's Crown land, so no cost to camp. Now, if anybody's wondering about how Crown camping works, there's websites on that. I know, like, if you're just going out every weekend Crown camping, you don't even worry about the regs. You're only going for a couple nights, or like you can only camp for 31 days. Well, who's keeping tally? Like, I get it for a guy like me who's making YouTube videos about it. Obviously, I'm keeping tally because it's going on the internet. But if you're just going out and camping and not putting it online and not posting evidence, who the hell's gonna friggin' know? It's not like you're punching out a card and your 31st camp is the end of your card. They basically put this rule into effect because there are some people who will go and deploy like a permanent structure, like a trailer, and build a deck off of it and start living there and not pay property taxes or anything. Just live off the land, and they can't do that. That's not what the land's intended for. The land's intended for temporary use, just to go and hunker down for a bit and, you know, do some camping, some zero cost camping. Because if you go to one of those camp parks, like any of the Ontario parks, they charge you for entrance, they charge you lot fees if you're using hydro, and so on and so forth. For me, luckily, I'm mostly contained. I don't have a solution put in place yet for pooping and peeing, but I do have a shovel, so nothing to say I can't just dig a latrine, drop a deuce, and bury it. Wouldn't be the first time I've shit in the woods, and it won't be the last, eh? Oh, man, this place is actually pretty busy at an hour and 40 minutes to close. I'm impressed. And I'm just here to get a 4x4. Not a Rex 4x4, just a 4x4. Anywho, I'm gonna run inside of Home Repo, go pick up a chunk of wood. Might walk around like an idiot for a bit and look at other stuff. I shall return. Alrighty, just got out of Home Depot. Took me a while to find the wood because turns out it wasn't actually in the store. It was out on the contractor's patio, as they called it. Why am I signaling? It was out on the contractor's patio. Didn't even realize there was a contractor's patio. Didn't even know what the heck it was, but that's okay. So far, the 3/4 inch plywood, that came back at, I think it was $48 for the 4x8. And then the 2x6 was $10. And this thing here was $18. And the one thing I forgot to buy was screws, but I think I got a bunch at home from a previous. So we should be okay in the screw department. If not, well, I'll be making another Home Depot run off camera. Not today, but I will be making another Home Depot run. But yeah, I figure I'll make this here like a vlog style, getting all the materials, because I've already unboxed and, you know, showed the Ryobi tools and all that, and I guess which tool it was, because I was totally thinking like, okay, this is going to be a video of its own. No, I'm going to put this in with the Friday shit, make that a video of its own, and then make the construction video a video of its own. But here's the thing, guys, about these truck bed builds and these truck camper builds and all this tiny home builds. You're never done. You're never done making them, all right? What I mean is, I know guys who, one guy has, well, Krusty 2988 has his in the back of a Dodge Caravan, and even he has it set up, but then he keeps finding things he wants to do different, and things he wants to add, and things he wants to remove, and changes to make here and there, and stuff he did that he doesn't enjoy, and stuff he wishes he would have done. And you know, you look at any of these guys, even Foresty Forest on YouTube, you look at Mav, you look at any of these guys who've built these overlanders, off-road campers, whatever you want to call them. It's a never-ending project. You're always coming up with new ideas and new concepts, new things you want to try and do, and then, you know, you go forward with them. Always an accident at that turn off, because the one up Algonquin, they actually have the road painted so people know like what lane to stay in, but this one here they don't, so you got to use the honor system and judge. Some people will be in the left lane and they'll come into the right lane and then T-bone the shit out of your shit. I don't know why they're honking. I can't go any faster. I got a great big freaking trailer in front of me, bud. Doesn't look like he's hauling motorcycle doors. So yeah, don't expect me to be like running gun, set up the platform, be like, yay, it's done, we're good, best camping setup ever. It's not. I'm gonna find more stuff I want to do, some more tweaks I want to do, different ideas, different concept. It's gonna be a never-ending, evolving project. And I thought about doing it on a different channel, because like this channel is so all over the place. But then I was thinking, do I really have the time to manage 2 channels? Like the whole reason why I'm not going full-time vlogging on this channel is because I don't have the freaking time. And I'm not doing this as a job. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this here because I really like making videos. I like making content. If I had more time, I'd probably try to do a movie short and see if I could push it and make something happen of it. You know, maybe if Hollywood had some more ideas from the public, they would quit revamping Spider-Man and Superman and other movies that have been beaten to death. Not to say a lot of the stuff coming out of them is bad. Like, there's been a couple Netflix series that have just been balling. Like, have you guys seen Sweet Tooth? Holy shit, that was amazing. Stranger Things, what a concept. Brilliant. Loved it. Loved every aspect of it. Loved the nostalgia feel of the shoot, the way they made even the camera shot look ancient. Everything about that show was mint. But then you get all these like Japanese redub shows. Like, I get it, Squid Games did amazing, but Squid Games was amazing. The concept was brilliant. A game show where they go after people who are heavy in debt, and the winner takes home the pot, which is like a lot of freaking money to get themselves out of debt. But if you lose, you die. Like, the concept was brilliant. So it's kind of hard to beat that. And then they start dumping all these Japanese redub shows that are just complete bullshit. Well, I'm literally like one Netflix price increase away from shutting down Netflix. I never use it. I turned it on last night when I got home, and I was like, all right, let's see what's on Netflix. So let's see what's new on Netflix. And the new stuff was like movies from like 2017, 2018. Then I came across some TV show that is literally just another version of Pimp My Ride called Resurrected Rides. And it's the exact same damn concept. They find somebody who's like under the, out of luck and driving a piece of shit, and they go and they hijack it for a week, and then they like give it a paint job, put brand new rims on it, make it look all pretty, add some accessories that are dumb, and then tell the person, oh, by the way, you got to be super stoked about this, and like pretend like you like it. It's so dumb. Literally, Pimp My Rides version 2.0. They just changed the name and got a different guy to be the host. And just like Exhibit when he was on Pimp My Rides, this new host doesn't lift a finger. He's got a team of like mechanic, painter, engineers. They incorporate new technology like 3D printing into the builds. But literally, it's Pimp My Rides, different cast. I guess the same kind of happened with Top Gear and what's that? The new one there. Shit, I can't remember the name of it. The Long Journey or whatever. I don't know. The new one that they made, which was literally the same cast from Top Gear, brought into a new scenario on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I really can't remember the name of that show. I never watched it though. So I used to watch Top Gear a little bit here and there. Thought it was kind of cool, but I'm not really into exotic cars. I'm more into like classic muscle. So not to say I drive a classic muscle, because the Firebird is far from flexing, but I still prefer my engine to make noise that sounds like it wants to stall versus an engine that sounds like my lawnmower on high RPMs, you know what I mean? To each their own. Some people love the tuners, some people love these new exotic cars like Lambos and all that shit. It's not for me. It's a lot of money for something that's just whatever. I've seen muscle cars beat Lamborghinis, you know, built not bought type operations. So anywho, I'm one price lift away from telling Netflix to shove it, because 20 bucks a month for a service I'm not even using, kind of pointless. Anyway guys, we're almost home, so we'll do a price check on the materials purchased for the build, which will be happening on another video now. Alrighty, might as well get this garage door open. That was interesting. I hung this bungee cord up here on the wire when I was putting in the mount. So yeah, this is the mount here for the circular saw. It's a little different, right? But it's so you can press it up against the wall and not bang out the overhanging motor. And it just slides on like a battery. Boom, done, locked in place. And then I printed this one here. It's a flat one. And I just shoved the flashlight on there. I was gonna put the jigsaw on it, but then I was like, flashlight. Jigsaw looks better when it's up like that. Got the blade on the jigsaw, blade on the circular saw. Ryobi wall's looking pretty friggin' dope, I do say so myself. Like, there's a lot of cool toys on here to play with. You know, you got your Ugga Dugga, your drill, your Ugga Dugga lightweight, your Ugga Dugga ripping boards, your Ugga Dugga for screws. You got your Ugga Dugga for precision ripping. You got your lights so you can see what you're Ugga Dugging. Then you got your Uber Ugga Dugga for splitting boards. Didn't you know Ryobi tools are all about Ugga Dugging? You didn't know, now you know. And knowing's half the battle. Cool. Yep, that just happened. This is what I got. Smallest one I can get. 4x4x8. And you know what? Probably not even going to use half of this. So, good thing about wood, you just throw it in your garage, never look at it till you're like, oh, I need this piece of wood, and then you have it. Or somebody comes along and goes, hey, I need a piece of wood, and you're like, guess what? I'm a pack rat, and I have it. So we'll bring this into the garage, put it with the rest of our shit, and then maybe tomorrow after work, if it's nice out, I have no chores to do around the house, we can go ahead and get started on project camper shell. Yeah, something I was thinking about doing though was, I mentioned I did want to take the camper shell off of the truck and fix it up, clean up all this shit, sand it down, put a little fiberglass on it, you know, make it look somewhat newer, cleaner, not so disgusting, and also put a rail system on the top there so that I can mount some racks to haul the kayak. So if I go to a place with a lake and I'm striking out from shore, I can just jump in the yak and strike out from deeper out. To do that, I need to drop that camper shell. So what I was thinking, and this would serve two purposes, I wanted to talk to a guy about digging out an area around here-ish and making it concrete or something, and then erecting 4 poles with winches so I can slide them underneath the camper shell and drop them. Now what this system would also become is a temporary painting booth. Let's say I want to paint the Firebird or the camper shell. Well, I can just wrap it in tarp to make walls and we're golden. I can bring the sprayer out and clean it all up, spray it. Because I was debating on converting the Firebird to black. Because, you know, Night Rider. Anyhoozle, so we got all our materials. Now it's time for me to go play in CAD. I already have an idea. Now that I figured out, I completely forgot 4x4 was a wood size. One of those in each corner and that side beam going across. That platform is going to be stable as all hell. Shouldn't be too much heavier than it already is. And it shouldn't be too hard just to pull out of the truck, bring it into the garage, and store it if I need to use the truck as a truck. Oh man, I gotta feed my cat. I'm surprised she hasn't attacked me. She normally lets me know when she's out of dry crunchy. I know, now you're letting me know. Jesus, Murphy cat. You gotta be a little bit more consistent with your meows. But anyway guys, so we got the supplies we need. Next video should be the build, and it's gonna be strictly build. If I have to go get any shopping done, I'll do it off camera, go get what I need, and then we'll come back and carry on. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. I still need to buy the Tupperwares. I mentioned that in the truck for putting the camping stuff in. That'll be in probably not even a video. That'll probably just be me going to Walmart and getting what I need. And yeah, we're pretty much ready. Like, we're ready to go and play. And it's good because it's starting to cool down out there. So last thing I want to be doing is camping in plus 30-degree nights in the back of that truck. Because let me tell you, she'll be a sweat box. And your old boy don't do well with the heat. Hence why I wear sweat wicking shirts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment, all that bullshit I already said. And until next time, guys, peace, love, frag out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.